Greetings, everyone. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush. And the collage that I started last week, I'm doing more work on it, the little boy praying. Now, I've been having quite a bit of trouble getting the programs I'm working with to accept my footage. I end up with footage from only one camera because the other one simply, I don't know, it somehow is not readable. Having a lot of technical difficulties these days, so I hope you don't mind watching a little sideways. I had to completely finish my background, and it's really not completely finished because I want to do more on the streams of light coming in through the window. Some of them aren't quite straight enough, and if you know anything about light, it flows in straight lines unless something causes it to bounce or reflect. In this case, streaming through the window, it really ought to have straighter lines than I have put on here. So I'll work on that. In the meantime, I'm putting the shadow below the little boy because, well, I want it to be very dark. That way it will give the most contrast. The dark shadow will make the light look even lighter. I'm using lots of blue and kind of a blue-gray and even green and cream colors. Sometimes it's very hard to find those colors in the magazines and the wall calendars that I'm looking through, but I search a good long time until I find just the right colors. We had a reception this week for the art show that is going on downtown at the Valley PBS building. That takes a little time away from my art table, preparing and going to these receptions. After putting in most of the background pieces, I usually work on the clothes of my subject before putting on the skin tones. But in this case, because the contrast is so stark, so very bright, he's got to have a rim light around his face, hands, and knees. And so I decided to start working on the rim light right away. I'm putting on some of the facial colors. This part takes me a while because I have to cut my pieces quite small. And get all the angles just right, or the facial features won't look correct. I'm using a very white and a burnt orange for some of the facial tones. But I also noticed that I'm going to have a transition between the burnt orange and the white. So I'm using it's not cream, it's more like a sandy yellow color. And you can see it most readily when I'm working on his knees. As for my technical difficulties, it seems my Kodak camera footage works fine until I try and speed it up. As you can probably tell, this takes a long time. I spend many hours cutting and, well, searching for pieces and putting them in just the right place. That would be very tedious for you to watch it without my speeding it up. But speeding it up on this iMovie program causes all of the picture to go away. So I'm thinking the only way I can use footage from that Kodak camera is if I do not speed it up, and therefore I would have to cut out large portions of it to keep it from being over 10 minutes long. 10 to 15. After that, I feel nobody's going to stay and watch me put little bits of paper on a picture like this. But actually, this is just about as far as I got this week. So I hope you're having a good week. Thanks so much for watching. Do come again and check out some of the other links below that I have been working on. I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.